The Horror of Madcap Scout, a TF2 creepypasta.
What is that?
It's a workshop submission. Oh gosh, I feel reluctant to post this here, but after many sleepless nights, I don't know what else to do. I fear that it's too late for me now, but I'm hoping that at the very least I can save the rest of you, so please listen to my tale and heed my warning. Exactly 2 weeks ago, I was browsing the Steam workshop, looking at the latest submissions and rating them. At first it was like any other day on the workshop. There were a few good submissions here, a few bad ones there, and a small handful of troll submissions. But just as I was about to stop, just as I was about to call it quits and actually play some TF2, a peculiar submission caught my eye. Take note, this highly peculiar screenshot I am about to post below is not itself dangerous, but the page it came from is. And then it's the picture of the scout. Now if I had to guess, you're likely reacting to this picture in the same manner that I did when I first saw it, with laughter.
It's true.
It is a very poor model, and a rather silly looking one at that. However, this deceptively humorous picture is actually quite terrifying. Or at least it would be, had you visited its page on Steam Workshop as I did. Even now, I still don't have all the answers, but as near as I can figure, this model and its Steam Workshop page along with it is cursed. The first night I had was restless and filled with nightmares. And so has been every night since then. I dream of the model from that page chasing me down a long hallway. It does not run, but glides in midair, relentlessly pursuing me until at last it catches up and I awaken in my bed safe and sound. However, with each passing night, my mind grows weaker and I can feel my sanity ebbing away. Now you may be thinking, it just sounds like you're having a weird nightmare, just lay off the spicy foods before bed and it'll all go away. But unfortunately, that is not the case. The following night, after my first nightmare, I experienced a frightening phenomenon while playing TF2. I had started the game and was headed to one of my favorite servers, a 24/7 rotation server of payload maps.
That's so fake, man. No one likes payload rotation. Well, actually, I do enjoy payload, but...
However, once the page had finished loading, I had found myself on a strange modded version of the map 2-4. Oh gosh, that's terrifying. Where it was nighttime with a full moon up in the sky. The map appeared deserted, yeah, like normal 2-4. But upon bringing up the scoreboard, I discovered there was only one other player on the map, Madcap Scout, who despite being the only player on the server had gained a few points. At first I tried to simply exit the map, seeing no point in playing with a single player, but when I clicked the disconnect button, nothing would happen. Spooky. Figuring that it was just a glitch, I decided to play for a minute or two, then try again. I walked around the map for a bit, but I couldn't find the other player, so I assumed that he was just idling. But suddenly, I heard a strange noise coming through the speakers of my headset. It sounded like one of the scout's lines, but it was so heavily garbled and digitized that I couldn't make out what he was saying. I quickly turned around and saw him floating there, the model from the workshop, the creature from my nightmares, Madcap Scout. The model looked especially jarring against the far superior model of the map itself. At first he just floated there like any model when using that old civilian glitch. But then he started to glide towards me. Instinctively I attempted to puff and sting him, but neither the flames nor the air blast from my degreaser had any effect on him. He did not catch on fire, nor did the air blast push him back. He just kept advancing forward, completely unscathed. I then tried to burn tail and run so that I could regroup, but suddenly the Madcap Scout performed a taunt, and Madcap Scout caught up with me. At first, nothing happened. He just floated into me and I froze. But then the pyro let out a garbled digitized scream and exploded into gibbs. Next thing I knew, the screen went black.
That's the whole thing right there.
The screen went black and I got the infamous Half-Life 2.exe stop working message on my screen. I tried to restart the game, but it wasn't working. Defragmenting the cache files didn't help either. I had to completely reinstall the game before it would work. By then, despite my best attempts, I was unable to reconnect to this strange map. Ever since then, the nightmares have gotten substantially worse. The Madcap Scout haunts me in my dreams, pursuing me relentlessly, calling me out incoherently in that garbled, digitized voice. I don't know what it wants from me, and I really don't care. Madcap Scout is pure evil, of that I am sure, and even if I knew what it wanted, I still would not indulge it. I'd rather die a free man than become its slave. However my time draws near, I've resisted sleep for as long as I can, but soon, very soon, I will have to fall asleep and face him one last time. I doubt that I'll make it through this time, or at least not with my sanity intact. I urge you not to go looking on the Steam workshop for this model. I'm going to post the link here, but only so that you can report it to Valve and hopefully remove it before any further harm is done. Also, it may just be delusions of my own addled mind, but a part of me believes, or wants to believe, that since this is their game, that Valve could create a weapon that could destroy the Madcap Scout once and for all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll just rest my eyes for a bit. Now go back and look at the picture. The face of beauty. I don't know. I'm downloading the picture.
Hold it right there. Do you wanna keep me on the line? Hold it right there. Call the operator. Hold it right there. Do you wanna keep me on the line?
For you endeavor not to pass in enough frightening kind under wires on which pigeons sit because they can easily lower your reputation. Comma, comma, comma. What?